Hey everybody, I hope you're having a good day. I'm actually having a good day today, and I thought I'd come up with a fun challenge. One of the things when I made my MP3 player video, some people didn't understand that it's primarily to be used in something like an escape room or in your own house where the server doesn't actually have internet access. But forget all that. I goofed when I did this HTML entities, and I kind of knew it when I was typing it. I don't do a lot of vanilla PHP sanitization, but I let it ride. And the second example, which is the one that I didn't recommend people do, basically uses shell exec to execute the player when you're and take whatever you got from this. And so one of the things, and I kind of expected it, but one of the things I saw was a lot of people saying, "Oh, you could hack that." I mean, there's just and let me start off by saying I am not saying that this is the right way to do this. I'm not. I would never use this in a production server. And for one thing, it wouldn't even do any good in a production server. There's no speakers. You're not going to hear the speakers at GoDaddy. But beyond that, if I write code, I want to write good code, and I want to write code that's secure. I'm a security first person. So the thing is, one of the reasons that I believe this is mostly secure is this statement here. It checks to see if this file exists in the sounds folder, and if it does, then it does the shell execute. So I'll be the first to admit there's probably something I don't know. I'm guessing that there is somebody who is way smarter than me that can come up with an exploit for this, and I am not being snarky when I say I want to see it. Like, I want to see what you would pass to sound.php, sound equals whatever, that would be an exploit. And what do I consider an exploit? I consider if you can run arbitrary code on someone's server, then that would be an exploit. So in other words, if I could get, and you can see this is visible from my show me the exploit folder, if I could type in notepad and get notepad to run, then that would be a proof that you could run arbitrary code. If you could, let's say, modify or delete index.php, I would consider that an exploit. Now, what I would not consider an exploit is if you stuck some random file in here that wasn't truly an MP3 file and then ran it. Like, that's not an exploit. And my reason for that is that if you could upload a random file to this folder, then you would just make a new file and you would call it exploit.php, and then you would just go run exploit.php. You don't need to come here to sound and pass a crazy get variable and try to come back up here to this folder. You would just navigate to show me the exploit /sounds exploit.php. So again, I can't say enough how not snarky I'm being with this video. If there's a way to make Notepad run or do something with index.php, something to prove that you got out of the little sandbox of this script, then I'd love to see it. And I want to learn, and I want to write better code, and I want somebody to whoop my butt and show me what I did wrong. And not how to sanitize. I know how to sanitize this, but what actual danger I caused by writing this code. And I think that's a bigger challenge than just saying, oh, it looks exploitable. There's a lot of things that look exploitable, but you're basically, I've given you the whole URL bar to post whatever you want, and I'm going to try to run it through this code. So show me the exploit. I want to see what you can do.